Let's head to capital markets now. Stock investors lost 281 billion naira at the end of trading on the floor of the Nigerian exchange last week. The NGX All-Share Index and market capitalization depreciated by 0.96% and 0.95% to close the week at 53,804.46 and 29.3 trillion naira respectively. According to the NGX, 36 equities appreciated in price last week. This figure is higher than 24 equities that appreciated in the previous week. But let's get looking at some particular stock now. If you recall, in price, about 94 equities remain unchanged, higher than 88 equities recorded in the previous week. A total of turnover of 751.9 million units of shares, worth about 20.5 billion in about 15,000 deals were traded last week by investors. Well, Ambrose Omodian, Chief Research Officer, Investor Consult, joins us now to look at this and what to expect for the week. But before we get into what to expect for the week, talk to us about last week, Ambrose.
Yeah, I would say that the week under review was a rangy market again, because we saw about 4 trading days of marginal gains for 4 days. Right. On Friday, we saw Ether losing about 6.3, prove the market down into a loss of 0.96. And if you look at the market breadth, it's still positive, about 36 gainer against 27 for the week under review. It tells you that the market is still strong. But as we speak, coming closer to the election, profit-taking activity, that's why you saw the market was trending throughout the week under review. But I believe that for those that are taking position for dividend, there's no cause for alarm at all. Why? Because market maintains a strong momentum, and also these companies that are going to pay dividend, we have seen their unaudited account, and these numbers are strong to support a higher payout. And also we have seen the history of this company paying dividend before now. And what is important to investors when it comes to dividend is that you target company that has good dividend yield, and at the same time company that has a policy of paying that dividend consistently. If you are targeting on these two, this are able to identify a company that has these two characteristics. It tells you that this is a way to put your money now. And we have seen it in the banking sector that most banks have that characteristic. And also in the telecom, in the the consumer goods, also in the agro sector. That means the market for me, for investors that are looking for income, this time, because those are what we call the buy and hold investors that are looking for income, dividend income. Let them go ahead and invest. But for those that are traders, as already we're in a new week of election. This week, we're expecting to see some also macroeconomic data, to see the last quarter of 2022 GDP figure coming this week. At the same time, this is the week of election, and also what is happening in terms of Naira crutch and other stuff is still going on. I believe that this week, traders will be more cautious to see. But one thing again, I tell you that if by Tuesday, Wednesday, we see market breaking out back again to the 54,000 Naira, 50,000 mark up again, says that people are taking position. That means for traders, that is where we're thinking of coming back. But I believe for a good trader that's always taking position, don't need to panic. Hold on, because if the market in 2022, which is the pre-election year, they didn't suffer any loss, yet to the market has maintained a stronger momentum. Tells you that the structure of the market has changed, and also new policy from the regulators in terms of this 30 days result of unaudited account for January has changed the market to a level. That means we don't expect the market to break down further this week again. It tells you that for traders, be cautious. Why for investor jump into the market?
Yeah, but usually week to election sometimes holds surprises, and so perhaps the surprise we should be expecting now is maybe a bit of volatility, uncertainties, and all of that. But yes, it's a week of election, so to say, or will I say? Yeah, it's a week of election. Yeah. But the question is that, do you think that this market will maintain the positive trend we witnessed? Because it's always, the belief is that whenever it is a week of election, investor would like to be cautious before taking any position in the market.
I said it that we expect to see a mixed trend this week. Why is it mixed? Because for investors, let me just make it clear, investors that understand why they are in the market, if you are going for dividend income, there's nothing to do with election at this point. It's for those traders that really want to push the price up, want to be cautious of what the volatility we want to see or the mistrend, which I said I was playing mismarket now. For me, the market has maintained momentum right from last year. Because I said earlier that it's because the structure we're having here that we have more domestic players in the market than foreign investors. If that we have seen in 2022, this year, this is just the second month of the year, and if markets have not suffered losses in 2022, yet to date market is still in green. I don't see market going, to read deeply in most of these 5 trading days before election. I believe that market will be a missed one. But for those that are income investors, you know what you look at. Look at a company that has good dividend yield, and also earnings that support the payout, and also are consistent in their payout. That is for investors. For traders that already are taking position, you don't need to panic. You cannot add to your position now. You watch the caution trading I said that will come this week. Next week after the election, whoever that emerges as a winner, either from PDP, from APC, from Labour, from NPP, anyone that might, you see that relief that yes, we have gotten the election, the presidential election, fine. I'll tell you from there, we're about planning how to run it, because actually what Nigeria need at this point is that we need to reset our economy, reset our political land, and also reset the financial market. Once this thing is done, Nigeria is moving to a higher ground. That's the way that whatever we're expressing as Nigerians, there, let's take it as a thing that is sacrifice for where we are going.
Now there are concerns about, the development being recorded, talking about pockets of protest here and there over Naira swap crisis, policy and all of that. And so up to date, even it still persists. We've not had, we're still having Naira scarcity and, and crunch in the economy. So do you think that will have any impact, negative impacts at all? Will it affect any investors' confidence? Just a little bit.
Like I said, it's one of the programs that yet immediately might not sit on the short term, but the medium to long term it might come. Why I say so is that yes, in the market where we play, you don't use cash for your transaction, but you need to generate money with your cash business to invest. If already your money is running, if you want to add to your investment, then I say even not only investment, even the economy will likely to slow down. And also what people want to achieve by kind of tailing inflation, though using only the interest rate, they think that is not enough. They need to do other things to control inflation. If that is part of their goal, and also to all this illicit fund and also kidnapping people to achieve this, and we see that we're having a new set of policy that will come after all this. But I believe that this is not only what to do. After the Naira design, there are more policies that you put on the ground to strengthen the economy and give the economy direction. That is where we say these policies has really achieved its goal. But if we leave at this point, we'll say yes, because already people are complaining. But after this, let them see that they see a new paradigm shift that we're having in Nigeria in economic reset, global financial market reset, and all political reset. This will also give us, because that it takes political will to make reform. Whoever that come on board, bring that political will to make reform that will turn Nigeria around, bring regulation, bring the check and balance. All this is the way you see it. I tell you, Nigeria will go to place, investment, destination for people that are coming. But I believe that there's a lot of potential.
Let's wrap up now. What do we expect today?
Actually, I expect that the market, should also look up marginally, because for the previous week we saw market moving up marginally, except for Friday that we saw Airtel, declining. If another high cap gain today, market, but for let's see that we expect a mixed market between now and Friday. But for today, let's see what the market took. The market will slightly up. Always
a delight to have you on the program, Ambrose Amodian, Chief Research Officer, Investor Consulting Limited.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Well, still to come after the break, Nigeria's January's inflation rate is a 0.48% point increase from the 21.34% recorded in December. Well, this is our focus when we return from this break, as we look at the impact of these ahead of the February 25th election, which is this Saturday. Join us again.